Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next movie review. And today I'll be reviewing of the 2024 action film The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. Now, The Beekeeper. Now, I would say though I will get willing to try because, first of all, I like Jason Statham as an actor, but so the recent track record he hasn't been that good lately, though. I mean, Meg 2, it was okay, like I said in my review. The first half was just boring as hell, but the second half became more of a fun B movie, though. But overall, yeah, it's not Statham's best. It wasn't one of Statham's best, easily. Expendables 4 sucked, big time. I'm glad that film bombed, probably. Now that film killed the franchise. Now I'm glad that franchise needs to stay dead now. But his role in the Fast and Furious movies. Now I can just say take it or leave it. But with The Beekeeper though. And also, the thing is, it's directed by David Ayer, who directed who directed the first Suicide Squad movie, which I'm not a fan of. I prefer the second film that James Gunn directed better. And then he directed Sabotage, the one with Arnold, which the trailer basically lied. And it made it seem it was a totally different movie, so the trailer lied. But that film sucked anyways, It was a shitty Arnold movie, sad to say. But he directed other films that I did like, though. I did not mind Fury, that was the one with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf. I think he also directed Street Kings, I think. If I remember, he directed Street Kings with Keanu Reeves, Forrest Whitaker, even Chris Evans was in it. Hugh Laurie. Yeah, I think I am correct. Yeah, he did direct Street Kings. I really enjoyed that movie. To me, I think that's that guy's best movie, and I think Street Kings is underrated. An underrated Keanu Reeves movie. I enjoy Street Kings, but Fury I did not mind. But Sabotage sucked. To me, I don't like Suicide Squad. No, not the Suicide Squad, just Suicide Squad, the first one. Of course, everything has been, people are so debating about the director's cut of Suicide Squad. Who cares? But he also directed other films. He also did was End of Watch. That was the one with the cop movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think I remember mine that one. But he also directed the Netflix movie Bright. I think that's one of his better movies. I think that's his best movie. I think, but yeah. Bright. It was the Netflix movie that starred Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. I really enjoy Bright. To me, that's one of the better Netflix movies. So I'll review that sometime though. But I really enjoy Bright. But The Beekeeper, I liked. It's flawed, yes. It's cliched and generic though, but because it does have this remnants of the same old plot we've seen done dozens of times before. Like a former CIA or secret operative guy or agent, whatever, right, is retired. He comes out of retirement to take either revenge or something to go after or another reason we've seen, and kills a whole bunch of bad guys. Goes after the bad guys, right? That's a plot we've seen done a whole bunch of times. So, but in this case, Jason Statham, he is a retired agent, he's a secret group called Beekeepers. It's a secret operative group called Beekeepers, right? And he's currently in Massachusetts, and he's living with as a tenant in this old lady. With this old lady, but plays by actually it was a Felicia Rashad. I just seen her recently. She played Creed's mother from the three Rocky Creed movies, the spin-off Rocky movies, Creed, which I will say I enjoyed. I really actually enjoyed the third film, not the first two though, but I actually like the third film. But yeah, she played Creed's mother though. She's a retired woman, right? And Jason Statham, he's being a beekeeper, oddly enough, though. And then one day that she gets her money stolen because these people scammed her, right? They scammed her out of all of her money, which is like over $2 million. Devastated by that big loss, she kills herself. And so Jason Statham, who's the guy whose name is Adam Clay in this, he gets arrested by the FBI by who's the daughter of the woman, the character of Parker, who's the daughter of the old lady. She's an FBI agent. But since it was known as it was suicide, Jason Statham's released, and now he's going to come out of retirement to get revenge on these people, and on these people that scammed her, that caused her to kill herself. So, like I said, secret operative person, right? Comes out of retirement to kill a bunch of guys. It's something we've seen this done a lot of times before, right? In different movies. So it is really nothing new on that, nothing new on the plot on that front there. But basically, you know, because I'm always a sucker for action. You know, I love action films. Well, who doesn't though? But I'm always a sucker for those, right? And plus, Jason Statham, acting wise, I think he did a good job in this film. He was definitely the shining point of the movie, rightly so, because this is his movie. But I would say that because I think this is one of the best movies he's done in quite a while. Sorry, my nose is messed up right now. Sorry. A little bit all congested up. No, I'm not sick. It's just allergies. Simple as that. Just plain old allergies. But I was saying that I think this is one of Jason Statham's best films he's done in quite some time, I would say. Because that's what we wanted to see, that old Jason Statham kicking ass and taking names, right? Yeah, he's up there in age though, but he still has a lot of energy, and he shows he has a lot of energy and charisma to him. You know, he can still be maneuverable and still kick ass. That's what we want to see from Jason Statham, right? But so yeah, he comes out of retirement to get their revenge of these guys, but ultimately one leads to another. Even though these scammers ultimately leads to corruption within the FBI, and also end up towards the presidency as well. So that's what's also going to be, you know, like the tagline says, expose the corruption. But yeah, so there's a lot of cliche stuff on that front though. But I think I found a very fun time. I'm saying time waster, but I would say average fun time while watching. You know. Now I would say there are some other things when it comes to action. I didn't see much of shaky cams or quick editing, right? So like we've seen from the Bourne movies, which honestly those are action films that I'm not really a fan of though. I wasn't really a fan of that franchise. Nothing wrong with Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon though, but I just can never get into that franchise. So, but those films, problem I had with that series, so there was a lot of shaky cams and a lot of quick editing. You know, that was one of the main issues I have with it. Here, though, I didn't see that in this movie, which that was a positive thing. Now, nitpicks also, but at the same time, it's also nitpick with the action though, because I think they're trying to do, I don't know what director David Ayer was going for, because when the action a lot of times does happen, it's too dark. You know, the wherever the lighting is too dark. You know, sometimes I couldn't barely see what was going on. Maybe it's just me though, but I don't know if people are just maybe I'm not the only one who sees that, because to me it was the lighting was just a bit too dark, you know, and sometimes it was hard for me to see what was going on. And sometimes it was fighting in like neon colors as well, like neon lighting. Now I don't know what was David Ayer was going for there though, but I think you could just, you know, ease up on the lighting so I can understand what was going on some of the action. And also sometimes the action, also what was going on in the action too, sometimes it was kind of comical. I don't know if that was the right tone for it to do. Sometimes it was comical in certain aspects during the action. I'm like, that does not fit well, you know. To me, it doesn't fit well when it comes to Jason Statham kicking people's asses, you know. Like I said, it's not a perfect movie. It's not great, you know. It's not on the same level on action like on the other ones from past ones we've seen though, but it's sort of like even though there was no shaky cams and stuff like that though, but I think it could have fixed the lighting a bit more. But it's just followed with the FBI, you know. Of course, it leads up to, like I said, the corruption is, you know, it leads all the way, it goes up to the presidency because one of the, because speaking of the presidency, because the president, right, their son is played by Josh Hutchinson. Josh Hutchinson, who appeared in the Hunger Games movies, Bridge to Terabithia, Zathura, and of course recently with Five Nights at Freddy's. So he is the son of a president, who I would say, I think at this point, I think Josh Hutchinson did a good job playing this this snotty little weasel, basically. That's what he is. He's a snobby little weasel that you just really want to hate. You know, sad to say, to me, I prefer his performance in this more than Five Nights at Freddy's. Sad to say, because I am not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not. I think I prefer his performance here than that. But he's a scummy little weasel that you just want to, you know, pick him up and throw him through a field goal. And so that's how far it goes up to, even because he's the son of a president. And the villains, another nitpicks, the weak villains they have in this though, the villains are not memorable at all. I mean, one of them, of course, the two FBI agents, one of them is the daughter of the woman who killed herself, and this guy, her partner, trying to be the comic relief, but it doesn't work. It doesn't. Other ones, I mean, Josh Hutcherson has an FBI person protecting him, and that's played by Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons, Scar from Lion King, Simon Gruber from Die Hard 3. What was it? Aramis from The Man in the Iron Mask. Yeah, among many movies, Jeremy Irons, great actor, you know. He's an FBI agent though, but he's kind of like protecting Josh Hutcherson. And Jeremy Irons, he's really hamming it up in this movie. I mean, I haven't seen it. I also forget he played Alpha from the DCEU movies. I forgot to mention those, the DCEU movies from the Zack Snyder DC universe. He was Alfred. But I was saying that I haven't seen him act like this kind of hammy or chew it up, you know, since his performance in Dungeons and Dragons. You see that it's that kind of performance now. Now I would say this performance is better than Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm saying that this kind of performance from Jeremy Irons, I haven't seen that much from that though. But Dungeons and Dragons is much worse stuff. I'm saying though, but his performance is, I haven't seen a performance like this from him quite a while, probably since Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, he's just really hamming it up, Minnie Driver, Jane from Tarzan, and among other films as well, though. But I haven't seen Minnie Driver in a long time, Seen her in a long time. I'm like, where has she been where has she been after all this time? Yeah, so you do get some well-known cast members, like I said, Josh Hutchinson, Jeremy Irons, Minnie Driver. But other supporting cast, I'm like, they're there. Yeah. But another nitpick I have with the movie is that the whole group of this whole secret group of beekeepers, right? Oh shoot! Sorry, I had to go and blow my nose. My nose was bothering me, so no one had to see that. But I was saying that one thing that we don't get to fully explore is the whole explanation of Jason Statham's group of beekeepers. We really never get to fully explore who they really were, what this group was. But I mean, it's a flawed movie. But when the action is there, Jason Statham just kicking ass. I had fun with it. Now this is more of a shorter review because I want to give. When I see new film that just came out, sometimes I always go heavy spoilers and everything though. But if anyone hasn't seen, I just want to give people a chance to see of. There's an occasion why I won't give spoilers to new, especially it's a new film, just came out though. But overall, I mean, nitpicks, like I said, ease up on the lighting when the action happens, and try to be not comical. It does not fit with the movie, with the action. The villains are weak at most, though, especially the FBI agents, and Jeremy Irons, he's just so hamming it up. Like I said, nice to see Minnie Driver there. I haven't seen her in forever. I mean, Josh Hutchinson, he's a little plays a weasel that you just really hate. Even though, but he's not an intimidating villain at all. Though you just pick him up and throw him through a field goal if you wanted to, But honestly, I just prefer his performance to this more than Five Nights at Freddy's. And I say this film I like to say is better than Five Nights at Freddy's. Get Jason Statham's Beekeeper in there and kick those animatronics' butts, their asses, But we want to see Jason Statham kick ass. This is the kind of movie for you. To me, I think I said it's one of his better movies. It's probably his best movie I've seen. He's done in a while, Yeah, the plot is like I said, it's nothing new though. It's typical what we've seen done dozens of times before. But I wish we could have explored more of the mystery of the beekeepers of his group, But it was just him getting revenge on these guys that scammed. They made that old lady Rasad, Felicia Rasad, who played Creed's mother. Get revenge on her for her death because these scummy people that just scammed her out of her money, and just made her kill herself, and ultimately leads to the exposed corruption leading up to ends up going all the way up towards the presidency. But also slow down. It's not that long of a movie. It's like an hour 5 or so minutes minus end credits though. I think one thing I was possible to say, it wasn't boring at all to me. I didn't find the film boring. It went good enough paces as well, so it was not a boring movie. It was not a slow movie. It wasn't. And I think David Ayer, I thought he did a pretty decent job with this movie. I mean, some of the flaws I have with the movie, it's just also lies with the writer who was written by Kirk Wimmer, who's written a lot of movies as well. Kirk Wimmer. I think that's one of the issues I have is with the screenplay that he wrote. That's one of the issues I have with it also too. Yeah, so it may seem I'm more mixed on it though, but overall, yeah, it was. I thought it was a kind of a fun Jason. It was a fun Jason Statham movie. Just that's what we want. We want to see Jason Statham just kicking ass. That's basically what. But the film did exceptionally well. It was basically well received, I would say. It has a 6.4 on IMDb and has a 71% Rotten Tomatoes. But it did pretty well financial wise. Was a budget of $40 million. It made about $60 million in the U.S. and worldwide, like $145 million. So it did exceptionally well, especially for a film that came out in January. Yeah, sometimes a film that came out in films that come out in January don't do that well. But Beekeeper did though. It wasn't that it was a huge success though, but it made it exceptionally well, more than tripled its budget, worldwide. So it did remarkably well for a Jason Statham film, yeah. But yeah, Beekeeper, the Beekeeper. It was fun. I had some fun with it. Now, would it be on my top list though? The years is basically also get started though. But as the year will go on, I just hope it ends up being another shitty year like last year was. I just hope it doesn't. I just hope it doesn't make it be another shitty year like last, because last year was one of the worst years ever. So many shitty films that came out last year. But if it goes well though, I'll probably put this on my list. Probably The Beekeeper. Just as a fun. It's flawed though, like I said, cliched as well. But as a Jason Statham movie itself, fun action. That's what we want, right, for a Jason Statham movie. So yeah, Beekeeper, I liked it. So far, did I review any of the films before this that came out this year? Probably not. But yeah. But I liked it, The Beekeeper. So yeah. So that's my review for The Beekeeper. Thanks for, if anyone hasn't seen The Beekeeper yet, if you're a fan of Jason Statham, I recommend you go watch it. For a fun Jason Statham action movie. Just, mindless, harmless, action fun. But like I said, just ease up on the lighting. Don't make it too comical when during the action, It just doesn't fit, though. But other than that, though, yeah, when it comes to those. And, of course, all the other nitpicks I said about the movie as well. But, yeah. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next movie review, and we'll see you next time. Later.